Hello. Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty stunning. Wow, it was a lot.
That was my Zac Efron moment.
Good for you.
The little oh yeah he does at the end of
Huma. Oh, yeah.
He goes,
and he's in the chair.
Yeah.
He's in, like, the throne. The Hawaiian throne.
That one exactly.
Great bop. Deep cut.
Deep cut.
Deep cut.
Deep cut.
Exclusive.
Remember your Valentine's Day party? We did that song. Like we created it.
Everyone was like, what is this song?
No one was feeling our vibe.
Did no one literally have the exclusive DVD of High School Musical 2? Or do they have like the...
Apparently not.
The CD? Did you ever do the CD when you were growing up?
I did. That's how I got like my vocal moments. That's how I have this voice, I think.
On the bus. This is how I got this voice.
Yeah.
Nuka nuka apple ba ooh.
Where did all this talent come from? High School Musical 2. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're like Ryan and I'm like Sharpay.
Basically, I feel like no, we haven't done a costume of that. We should though.
I could be Sharpay, but like I'd have to like get my like snippy side in.
We should start dressing up on the podcast. Like that would be fun, right?
No, we literally have to though, because it'd be so cute. I'm in. Let's do it.
Because we'll match sometimes, but like we never like have done like big like moments.
Cute
like
costumes.
I see some podcasts they'll dress up as like for their Easter episodes they'll be like bunnies.
Aww.
Or like for Halloween. I saw one group for Halloween did like full drag like
that
for
would
it.
be so
like
cool.
we should do stuff like that. That'd be
cute.
super fun.
I think I have bunny ears for Easter. If we wanted to wear bunny ears.
Oh my gosh.
That would be cute. Let's do it.
Oh my gosh, wait.
It's the mystery of the resurrection of Jesus. Wow.
Today on wait, no, I can't. I was gonna say something blasphemous.
Yeah, we get blasphemy.
This week on the Mystery Files, is God real?
Is God real?
And then a thunderbolt.
It's the true mystery. Everyone from every single church like just comes after us. We somehow offended everyone. Listen, we both grew up in the church. We said we love God.
Yeah, I went to Christian camp, so I can talk about it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like God.
You didn't go to Christian camp though.
I went to like vacation Bible school. Does that count as Christian camp?
No. You weren't in the woods.
No, I went to a Christian camp before, like Young Life, Wildlife camp.
Was it a day camp or just sleepover?
Slept over.
Okay, so you went to Christian camp.
Yeah.
I didn't know you went to Christian camp.
I think it wasn't that long, but it was fun. It wasn't super duper Christian-y though. Like we had like Bible study at the end of the day, but most of it was like swimming and stuff.
Yeah, that was honestly Christian camp was kind of fun, other than the Bible study.
Oh no.
Well, it's just like it's work. It's like school.
Yeah.
It feels like school. Like I'm sitting there and like reading for like an hour, but it's like, can I go swim?
Can I swim now?
Can I go
have a party?
Yeah, can I party with my friends now?
No.
Also, like for someone who has ADHD and unmedicated for a very long time,
like,
I think I was like, I'm so bored right now.
Like everyone's so quiet.
Yeah, it's like, what else? What could I possibly do that's not this?
Oh my gosh. You're living your best life. And look at us now. We're thriving. Here. We're thriving. And I feel like, honestly, it's probably why we like so much creepy stuff, because it's like the demonic side of things. I still love God. I'm just interested in like how creepy things can be.
You're like bisexual, but for God and Satan.
I don't know if I would say it like that, because I don't want to be with Satan at all.
I do.
I don't want to be with God like that either. It's getting weird. It's getting real funky up in here. I don't like Satan.
You don't want to be with the immortal being?
No. Why would I want that? That's horrifying. No, I love God in a nice, cute, holy way. And Satan, I don't like that guy. Man, he's got a history.
Yeah, I like a bad boy.
Stop it. You are literally going to get possessed on this show. You have to watch yourself.
Oh, God.
Also, the show is The Mystery Files. I don't know how we got here, honestly. We missed each other. We had to chat it up a little bit. This is The Mystery Files.
I'm Logan.
I'm Tiffany.
And this is The Mystery Files.
This is The Mystery Files. What you signed up for. It's what you clicked on. You're welcome. Thanks
if you're listening to this episode, you already know what's going to happen.
You know what's happening.
If you're a returning listener, you already know what we're doing.
You've been new.
And what we're talking about.
Yeah, so
today.
You're welcome.
Yep, this is still season 7. We're on episode 10.
Hey.
Yes. I wanted to make a quick sidebar for a second.
Of course.
A lot of other podcasts start with saying, "Hi, this is our show," and then our names, and we don't do that. And I kind of like it though, like a nice cold opening.
Every once in a while we'll do it. Like I remember sometimes we'll do it, but like rarely we're like, "Hello, this is Mystery Files. I'm Tiffany. I'm Logan."
Yeah, I'll hear some stuff. I'm like, "Dang, that's They're sounding real professional.
Like, I guess we should be introducing ourselves, but also it's in the description. I don't mean to be that person, but also.
So, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Y'all know. If you're here, you know.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for knowing us and just being here and vibing.
Yeah, so the last time we were together, last week, we talked about Pompeii. Specifically, Mount Vesuvius and the eruption that happened.
Wow. Stunning.
I wanted to bring something up to you.
Uh-huh.
That I don't know if you saw in the comments of some of our social medias about it.
What?
But
what?
I'm going to retract what we talked about in the previous episode.
Okay.
You know how we were talking about the Real Housewives of Pompeii?
Yeah.
And we started talking in Italian accents and everything?
Yeah.
According to a lot of people, and I Googled it too, I did the research, and I should have thought about this. They apparently did not speak Italian, it was Latin. So.
Well, do I look like a historian? Might be.
No.
They spoke Latin?
Well, yeah, they spoke Latin.
Okay.
In Pompeii at that time.
That's nuts. But do they speak Italian there now? Or do they still speak Latin?
Beats me, but I just know for the time, we got a couple comments. But I was like, can't you just enjoy the bit?
Can you enjoy the bit? Also,
here,
sorry.
Please.
We're trying our very best here. I can't speak Latin.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Latin... Well, no, I've sang some Latin songs before, but...
Really?
I think. What's that? Lacrimosa. Or Dies Irae.
Okay, well, next time we do a case, I guess, that's actually Latin, we'll sing some Latin songs.
I can sing the Latin songs, but that's all you're getting from me. But sorry about that, guys. We're literally trying our best here. But we said Vesuvius.
I think it's funny. I think it's still, like, very, like, funny that, like, the bit is still good.
Yeah,
like,
also, thanks for calling us out. Like, we're trying.
Yeah.
Thanks, though, genuinely.
We're definitely not historians, but we are...
we're Mistorians.
What did you say?
Mistorians. I don't think that's a name. It's mystery, but historians. Mistorians. No? Is that not right?
No, I'm fine with coining that term, Mistorians.
That's my job title.
Like...
That's my resume.
Yeah.
Advanced Mistorian. It sounds
that should be on your LinkedIn profile.
Oh my gosh, you're so... Yeah, actually. Get me some jobs, bestie. Get me some jobs.
That's amazing. Actually, we're doing that.
We're doing that. We're coining it.
We're Mistorians now.
Mistorians. This is the Mistorian files.
And again... one of the whole points of this show is, like, at the same time, we do bring facts and research and evidence and give, like, takes on things. Yeah. But at the same time, we are learning the same way with our listeners.
Exactly.
This is a relationship. This is why we want you guys here.
It's like when your best friend and, like, you call them out because they were being dumb and, like, oops, sorry, I didn't know that. But we're going to learn together. Yeah,
and apparently that happens a lot for our parasocial relationships. Anyways.
But yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's fun.
But this week we have Tiffany on the roster, on deck. On deck.
I'm on deck.
You're on deck
Sweet life
today.
On deck. Yeah.
This is the sweet life. Would you like a little drum roll for today?
Yeah, get drumming. Drum.
I'm excited because I don't have any clues for this one. You've given me nothing, so I'm excited.
The only clue I'll give you is I might accidentally say the word wrong. I can definitely say it right a couple times, but sometimes I'm probably going to slip up. So just know that, and I'm sorry.
Just do Google Translate like I did the last.
Well, I did, but, like, I don't know if I'm going to read the word and keep forgetting how to say it, so.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Ready?
This week on the Mystery Files, I'm presenting the case of the Sluagh.
The Sluagh?
The Sluagh.
The Sluagh?
Yeah, the Sluagh. So basically...
Okay.
So, this is going to be like a fun little, what is it called? St. Patrick's Day vibe. This is like an Irish folklore creature thing. So
Irish cryptid
yeah,
moment,
sort of cryptidy. It's folklore stuff. So it's called a Sluagh. And also it's spelled like how you would read the word slaw, but it's called Sluagh, like Slaugh. So if I accidentally say slaw, that's my bad, but it's called
like slay.
No, I can't get that in my brain too because there's three different things. The slay, the Sluagh.
The Irish slay.
This is the slay. It's the Sluagh.
Yeah, the Irish be slay.
They be slaying and getting slayed.
They be getting slayed down. They be getting their slaw while they slay. They slay in their slaw. No.
Also, this is so off topic, but when you went to go see the new Scream movie, I saw that you said something like it literally slayed. I was like, Logan, LaMaster.
It did. It literally slayed.
It literally slayed, though.
Next time we do a true crime, that's going to be the title of the episode on YouTube.
Slays.
Like, my clickbait title is going to be like,
Slays
this is literally slay.
Literally slay. Stop it, you're too good. But yeah, this is the case of the Sluagh, not the sleigh, not the Sluagh. Sluagh.
I'm excited. I love a monster.
Yes, here we go.
A bad boy.
A bad boy. Satan. Celtic folklore has given us some of the darkest and most frightening tales in history. Three-headed monsters, headless horsemen, famine spreaders, joint eaters, and spirits of terror. But one of the most fascinating and evil groups of this form, part of the Unseelie Court and the Sluagh Seed, or the fairy host, spirits of the unforgiven or restless dead, who soared the skies at night, searching for humans to pick off. Some believed to be fallen angels. Others thought them as spirits of unbaptized children who had returned to seek their revenge. So that's just like a little intro of it. So some people think it's spirits of unbaptized children, some think it's like fallen angels, but like these things are definitely evil.
Okay, so they're just evil, period. No redeeming qualities.
They're trying to just pick people off the earth and go, kill them.
Like eat them up.
Eat them up. Scrumptious. Yeah.
Dang.
So let's get more into it. So, the foulest and most dreaded of the realm of fairy, the Sluagh, was most feared than even death itself. Death was easy, but the Sluagh now, that was something entirely different. Even death has no choice but to defer to the Sluagh in an otherworldly race for the immortal souls of the living. The Sluagh, meaning host in Irish, is a group formed from the darkest, most vile creatures imaginable. Prior to the introduction of Christianity into Scotland and Ireland, the Sluagh was more associated with fae that had gone amok, if you will. So they were believed to be more ill-begotten form of fairy folk with no reason, no loyalty, and no mercy. However, once Christianity came onto the Isles, the Sluagh was transformed into a pack of unforgiven, unrepentant, dead sinners. Yes, the Sluagh were thought to be once human. So...
Oh my, they're dragging them through the mud.
They said they suck. Completely. They said Sluagh literally suck.
They smell bad, they have no career.
they have no life.
They have no wife, no kids, no goals, nothing. Goals.
They're literally stealing souls of the living, and they are dead themselves.
I think that's for an intro to like a monster or like a crypt or whatever they are, evil babies. Mm-hmm. Who knows?
Whatever they
This is the like hardest take I ever heard on them. Like meanest. Like even like for the yokai case, there was like the Oni, the giant blue devil monster that eats people was talked about in a better light than these guys.
It's also saying like this thing is worse than death itself.
Yeah,
like,
that's dramatic.
I'm like, okay, but why though? Why is it so much worse than death itself?
Right.
But also it's interesting that it's also like been compared to like fairy stuff because we have a whole fairy case and like the fae and all that stuff. This is like an evil fairy essentially.
Yeah,
like also
it's
called.
Like, again, like it's cool like doing this case too because it's like we're going like the international route with stuff too, and like it's cool to see those like cute little pieces coming in.
Also, I feel like we haven't done a ton of like Irish stuff. Like I know we did what's the one in Scotland? The guy, the little Loch Ness monster.
Loch Ness monster.
He was in
Nessie.
He was in Scotland, I believe, but I don't think we've done anything from Ireland that I know of.
I don't think so.
So it's like cool to finally get into this, and it's perfect for Mr. St. Patrick's Day. But
oh my gosh.
Yeah, let's get more creepy with it though. So and humans are still very much the prey of the Sluagh. The Sluagh exist on stealing the souls of the living and especially the dying. Huddling and hiding in forgotten and dark places, they lay in wait for nightfall. So I'm like picturing this thing like standing in like some shadow, like this is like the best visual I can think of. Mama threw up. It's in like the shadow of a bedroom. Or like I can picture like someone's like dying in the hospital and like the room's all dark and it's standing there. Because it says like it preys off of like people who are dying, like especially people who are dying.
Ooh.
So like imagine like a dark hospital. It's like standing in the corner like waiting. Like it's like the Grim Reaper type vibes.
Yeah, not to add more callbacks, but that goes back to like sleep paralysis too. How like people usually see a dark figure in the corner of the room before they like pass. Like it's like either a reaper or like they're seeing the other side. It's
like this thing's waiting and it's so stinking creepy. But once the sun has left the sky, they strike out, and what to be untrained or an unsuspecting eye appears to be a vast and ominous flock of large ravens or other birds. So, like, it's saying that when you see, like, large flocks of black birds in the sky, like, that could be an omen this thing is near, or it is that group of black birds.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The other day when I started this case, I was so freaked out.
Did you see a bunch of black birds?
No. Well, because I looked outside, like I was walking to work, and first I saw like this black raven in this tree, and then I saw like a bunch on my way to work, and I was like, I'm so freaked out because I literally just read this, and I'm like, great, I'm going to die. And then, like, I don't know, I think I've told this story on the podcast before, but, like, I have a family member who was told, like, this story about how she'd see, like, black ravens when someone was about to die.
I was going to mention that, yeah.
So I kept thinking about that, too. I'm like, is someone going to die? Am I going to die? And I was like,
no,
I was all freaked out.
Hereditary.
I'm like, I don't need all this bad vibes in my life. But yeah, so that's basically an omen for this thing.
Oh my god.
It's a no from me.
If it's a bunch of ravens, what does it mean if you see a bunch of pigeons?
Pigeons? Maybe like
you're getting married.
Things are gonna get real silly.
Things are gonna get real silly in your life.
I feel like a dove is more like representation of love. Pigeons? I don't know what pigeons would stand for, but we'll make it like a silly representation though.
It is. Wait, doves are the one for weddings, huh? They're not.
Wait, Logan, I think
I thought you released pigeons for your wedding.
You said, ooh, I love pigeons. They're like really dirty at the wedding. Wait, Logan, I think it's in Parks and Rec because I'm pretty sure I just watched this episode, but don't they like go to throw a dove and oh yes, it's at April and Andy's wedding.
Yeah.
They go to throw the dove and it's dead. It just falls straight on the ground. Yes. I just watched that episode. It's so funny.
Good.
So yeah, it's doves, not pigeons.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't with you.
You didn't have a dove at your wedding?
No,
or pigeon?
I don't like birds, really.
You should release the pigeon at your wedding.
It's walking around indoors in the winter.
Comes for your cake.
Ew, it starts... I didn't have cake.
Sorry, your pie.
My
God.
pie. It pecks at my pie.
The pigeon starts just attacking your family's hair. And like
it makes nests. Ew. It gets caught in my dress.
Okay. Pigeons might be worse than ravens, actually.
Maybe. They're dirtier for sure.
Wow.
Also, ravens, don't they like eat stuff? Eat dead things?
I think all birds eat stuff. Well, yeah.
Is it?
I think all birds
Wait,
eat
I'm thinking of vultures. Vultures like eat cats and stuff. Vultures are psychotic.
Yet again, we are Mystorians. We're not scientists. We don't know nothing about birds.
We are the Mystorians.
This is our knowledge. We know ravens, pigeons, doves, and vultures.
Vultures.
That's it. And the bald eagle.
Vultures by John Mayer.
God bless America.
Vultures by John Mayer. Bop. It's a song. Get cultured.
Is he a vulture?
He's actually a bird. Anywho, so flapping wings, screeching in a whirlwind of undulating shadows are all you'd witness as the Sluagh descends for an attack. Owing to the folklore of the wild hunt, countless cultures and legends still link blackbirds and especially ravens as evil omens or signals of upcoming misfortune. So I do want to take a second. It mentions the wild hunt. So I actually got this case from Benjamin technically.
Oh.
Because he was talking about this book called The Wild Hunt, or I think he started reading it actually. And this folklore comes from that book. The Wild Hunt. Sluagh is in that book. So
is it a fictional book? Like, is it a...
yeah, I think so. From what I know. But basically, he was like, ooh, you should do this case because da-da-da. And I was like,
wait. Did you tell him you did this case?
Yeah, he knows. I don't know.
Nice.
Well, I think he knows that I did end up
Benjamin.
choosing it. Thanks, Benjamin. Shout out to you, my guy. So, in Irish mythology, the Sluagh were said to fly in from the west to steal a dying soul before it was given last rites. To this day, doors and windows on the west sides of houses are kept closed if there is a sick or dying person at home.
Oh my god.
So, I'm not super good at, like, north, south, east, west, but, like, would that be west to us? Like, those windows right there? I wish I had a compass.
Way, wait.
How do you know north?
This way's north. This way?
Yeah.
South. And then left is west. So these windows, the ones we are like right in front of, the big beautiful bay window.
Beautiful.
These are the ones that need to be shut at all times if you're dying.
So I'm going to close it if I'm sick then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm real lucky that when I had COVID last year, I lived because I was literally dying and I was laying with those windows open because the cold was nice.
And then a bunch of ravens come in and
nice to know that could have been an invitation for the Sluagh to come and kill me, but all right. So yeah. So make sure to find those in your house and don't open it if you're sick.
Good to know.
You're welcome. The west windows.
Buy a compass, everyone.
Buy a compass to protect your safety. So, however, it would be your best interest to pay attention to this. It is possible to also inadvertently call the Sluagh to you by two means. One is the most utterance of the word Sluagh. Admittedly, that bit has been rejected into the myth long before the induction of the computer or the internet. So I'm not quite sure if typing or reading this, or if me literally saying this is going to bring it to you. But I guess we're going to test out the legend together and see if it comes and kills us. So you hearing it, me saying it, I could be inviting it. I'm not really sure. So it's similar like Robert the Doll vibes.
Oh, yeah. No, I was going to say that earlier when you said you were seeing ravens. I was like, this sounds like this is your Robert the Doll. Sorry, Robert.
Sorry, Robert. Oh my gosh. Also, this is random, I just read the new Grady Hendrix book, How to Sell a Haunted House, and there was like a reference to a doll, and I'm pretty sure he was referencing Robert the Doll. Because there's like puppets and dolls in that book, but he mentioned like a doll dressed in a sailor costume.
What?
And I was Robert
that's
the Doll.
Our guy. That's our boy.
Literally Robert. So
he probably listened to our episode. No credit.
No. That's interesting.
We're pretty used to it by now.
We're pretty used to no credit. That's all we're going to say on that topic. Tee. Too soon? If you know, you know. And if you don't know, now you know. So after sundown, of course, is like the worst time to be talking about the Sluagh. So it's even worse now because what is it? What is it? 8:14. That's way after sundown. Good luck. Good luck. So the second means to call the Sluagh is through the silent hopelessness of one's heart. So, wow. All of us have felt that crushing weight of sadness or loss at one point or another. Long has it been said that a person could die of a broken heart. But is it the sadness or the Sluagh that finally finishes you off? Only the dead know, and they're staying frustratingly silent on the subject. So that's one other way, being sad, depressed,
all right,
that kind
grab
of vibe.
the Ouija board.
You said, let's start talking to the Sluagh.
We have a table now. We could do a Ouija board if we wanted to.
Not in my house.
Why?
Logan, they will attach themselves to me like I am.
You're the one that wants to host our mystery podcast in your home. We need a Ouija board in here.
No.
We'll just get some...
Sage?
Yep, I almost said lettuce.
Let's just burn that lettuce up in here.
We'll just burn that lettuce up in here.
Lettuce is sage, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're close to Easter. It'll keep the Easter demons away. Like the bunnies.
That took a lot for me to understand for a second. I was like,
it was a stretch of a joke, but I got there.
Easter away. Wow. Okay. So be warned, once you've drawn the attention of the wild hunt, only by placing another in their path will you dissuade them. You must be willing to sacrifice another to be taken in your steed. So I'm gonna be basically giving Logan as a sacrifice. Incorrect. So then again, if you're willing to do that, your soul might possibly belong amongst the ranks of the unrepentant, unforgiven sinners. So you may end up as one of the Sluagh after all. So even if I tried to sacrifice you instead of me, I could still end up going anyway.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter in the end.
So what's the point? But like, why would I not want to try? Yeah. You know, I'm still going to try.
I guess like morally, it's like a 50-50 anyway, you know? Yeah. It's like... they're gonna either just kill me and you get away, or they're gonna morally be like, you are a terrible Christian, you're dying too.
You're still dying. But the thing is, hear me out. You know, I could still sacrifice you to test to see if the theory works. And if I end up going, then we're both dead together and we could be besties in heaven.
And that'd be great. And if I'm the only one that's dead, I can just haunt you till you go, and then I'll drag you with me wherever I'm at.
Exactly. And I feel like then you wouldn't be as mad that I sacrificed you if I were to live with you, you know? Like, if we're both in heaven, you'd be like, Tiffany.
Yeah, we're still doing the podcast
your entire time in heaven.
We're on a cloud.
We're on a cloud. He's like, hey. Tiffany sacrificed me, but we're good now. We had a little tiff. It's fine.
This week on the podcast, we have Moses. Hey, Moses. How are you doing today?
What's up, my guy?
This week on the podcast, we have St.Patty. Hey, St.Patty. How are you doing today?
Good. I don't know how Irish people talk. I am Irish, but we've been through this, but... What?
I'm trying to think. There's drag queens I know that are Irish, so I'm trying to think how they talk. Oh, yeah, hi there. Oh, that might be bad. That might be good.
Good?
Hiya there.
I don't know.
You lassies.
I think that's Scottish.
Yeah.
I don't know how Irish people talk. I'm pretty good at accents normally, but I haven't heard enough Irish accents.
Potatoes.
That sounds Scottish.
Potatoes.
Potato famine?
Mama mia.
Is that Irish? Idaho. I don't know.
Idaho, you don't.
Whoa. Canceled. Canceled immediately. So, of course.
Slay.
Sluagh. You're saying it wrong. Sluagh. Of course, the Sluagh is not opposed by taking the souls of the happy, healthy, and living either. So basically, we're saying is either way you're going to die. In fact, these are the souls sweetest for them to take. So if you're happy, healthy, and living it up, you're the best one for them to take, bestie.
Damn, I guess I'm the top of the buffet then.
What if I'm happy and living but not healthy? Do they really want me?
Yeah. They might not. There's not a lot of meat on you.
Like, what are you gonna get from this?
Yeah,
nothing.
Not a lot.
Not a ton, besties. I got nutrients in my heart.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
You're
where it matters.
Yeah, exactly.
Bestie. Yeah.
You have nutrients where it matters, right here.
Right in my heart, the meatiest part. Although, admittedly, praying the soul from the body of the otherwise healthy and happy victim does sometimes present as a challenge. Unlike with creatures such as Medusa, if you happen to catch sight of the host of unforgiven dead, it is not an immediate death sentence. So they can be blocked or evaded by running or staying indoors after dark, or by not tempting fate by walking alone in secluded, unpopulated areas. So like dark forests, empty streets, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So, living or dying, sinners or not, all souls are ripe for the picking of the Sluagh, and once a soul is taken, there is no mercy, no release to the afterlife or the underworld, and no escape. Oh, so basically, if I were to sacrifice you, you would just be gone from existence. There'd be no afterlife.
Oh, great.
You'd have no release to the afterlife. So
great.
Then I wouldn't feel as bad, you know?
What? Well, we wouldn't be together.
Yeah, but the thing is, you wouldn't be mad at me if
because I wouldn't exist. I objectively wouldn't exist.
You wouldn't exist, so you can't even be mad at me.
What if it takes you too? Because it said it would, and then we both just don't exist.
Well, then people will have the memory of this show for us to live on it.
What if they erase it from time?
Oh my gosh, what if when people die, they just are erased from everything ever?
Honestly, kind of true.
I mean, basically, back in the olden times, some people were.
This is a random reason to like bring it up right now, and I don't think I've actually talked about it on the podcast, but you know about this. The TV show that I wrote, the cartoon series, the Aura one.
Yeah.
And then like the movie that I did for class that we were in. That's kind of like that concept because it was like the one older brother in it got taken to like another timeline / like dimension. And in that, because that happened, everyone in the timeline forgot he ever existed. Like he was wiped, except for like his younger brother. So he just had to like mourn his brother like alone because it was like no one else knew he existed.
That's nuts. That's good.
Oh my god.
So good. You need to make that. Also, it's copywritten.
Yeah, don't take it.
Yeah, some people have an issue with that.
Yeah, there's also a similar plotline to that in an anime that I like a lot too. I won't say which one because I don't want to spoil it, and if anyone wants to watch it. But yeah, no, that concept's kind of like cool in a way, but like kind of like terrifying. Just the idea of like, I just don't exist.
Yeah, you're just gone from everything. There's no escape.
Wow.
That's horrifying.
Dang.
10 out of 10 show.
Are Irishmen okay?
Are they well? Okay? Who's making up these stories?
Yeah, are they all right?
Who started this?
Who's
Let's ask my ancestors.
That island is messing with their head.
They're unwell. Cuckoo. So I guess you'd just be simply doomed to circle the darkened skies, stealing souls for all eternity. So like, I guess maybe we'd become part of their little crew. I'm not really sure what the.
I'm wearing all black, so like I'm ready for. Like,
I got red and black. I look scary.
You're giving like Freddy Krueger teeth right now.
Thank you. That's actually the sweetest thing you could ever say to me. I need to take a drink of water. I'm overwhelmed by that. Thank you. Oh my god.
No, yeah, I think I could rock this outfit. This drag queen merch. Like this Sasha Colby shirt, like I'm in this forever. Aww. I can live with that.
I'm good with my outfit too.
Yeah.
If we have to stay in this, it's fine.
Yeah, this is the hottest I've ever looked, objectively. So like, I'm fine dying like this.
And if it isn't the hottest that Logan has looked, let us know.
If this is the last time, look at me.
They call you out. They say, Logan's looked a lot better.
We had one comment on one of our YouTube shorts of my mustache, and one person just commented and said, just shave it off, man.
It looks good. I don't even like mustache, but it works for you.
Thank you. That's what I thought.
Also, I think there was also a comment at one point. Someone said something. You said, I think they called you really gay or something.
Yes, they did.
I was like, well, Logan
They called me really gay.
I was like, okay.
Like, you got me there.
Ooh.
You're correct. Ooh. I'm scared. Oh.
I was like, okay, I don't know if that's supposed to be mean or you're just stating something, but I don't like your attitude right now.
It's so funny. It's just, like, any hate comments we've gotten so far, I have not been like, ouch.
The thing is, you can never really tell if
send me a hate comment.
You can never really tell if it's hate because they're not direct enough. Tell us if you hate us. Just say it.
Yeah.
We're inviting it. Yeah. Don't do it.
Yeah,
I'll cry. I'll actually cry.
Yeah.
Say something nice.
Not me. I'm strong.
I'll cry. I got a sensitive heart, like we've been over. I'll actually cry.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah. Sensitive. Sensitive.
I am a Cancer sun.
I'm an Aries. That's enough.
Erase yourself from history.
I'm telling God. So now if you do happen to catch sight of a member of the underfolk, it would no doubt be one you won't quickly forget. Haggard and thin, don't say it, Logan, skin barely clinging to bone, in a pitiful version of what used to be human form.
Yo, Wizard Harry!
Haggard, not Hagrid. You need to put away.
That's Irish.
Hagrid?
Yeah. Harry Potter.
I don't think that's Irish. Harry Potter.
J.K. Rowling sucks.
Trash.
Turf.
I can't. You're a hot mess, Harry.
You're a hot mess, Harry.
You're a hot mess, Harry. Potter. Potter. Okay.
Potter.
The Sluagh are bird-like even with not in flight. Leathery wings. How do you say this? Leathery wings. Leathery wings.
Leathery?
But what is this reminding me of? Didn't we do a case with leathery wings before? Who had leathery wings?
The Jersey Devil.
Jersey Devil.
The Jersey Devil.
Yeah, so imagine leathery wings on that guy. So they're kept close to their bodies and then forming a weathered sort of cape or cloak look on them.
Ooh,
so hands and feet of bony claws, sparse strings of dark hair covering their heads, gnarled pointy teeth protruding from a beak-like mouth. Stop looking at me like you think it's me. I cannot with you. You give me a look like, so you. So their looks do not lend themselves to blending easily with the living. So they keep to the wild hunt. They keep to the night skies where their form can morph and utilize the darkness and the shadows. Ooh. So it kind of just has really creepy vibes. Kind of bird-like looking. So this also reminds me a little bit of like the little jumpy guy, Spring-Heeled Jack. Mm-hmm. Similar vibes too, just weird.
Yeah.
So, while the origins of the Sluagh largely stem from Scotland and Ireland over 1,000 years ago, there are accounts found in many countries of beings fitting the description of the wild hunt. So the German, French, Czech, Polish, Scandinavian, and Russian cultures all have some versions of the creature, in mad pursuit, riding the winds for hapless souls. Some thought the sight of them was a prelude to war or some terrible widespread catastrophe. So obviously they think like this is a terrible omen. Oh. Like there's going to be some crazy catastrophe. Like there's going to be a war.
Like Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse style.
Are they like bad omen things too?
Yeah. Like okay. Like I think they are basically I think they're technically gods in like Greek mythology kind of. Like they're just like a big thing, but like it's been known if like you see like one of them, it's like the end of the world is like coming.
Ooh, creepy.
Yeah.
End of the world stuff, that freaks me out too much. Like hearing the horns and you ever hear that?
Oh yeah, the horns.
Yeah, from like the Bible. If you hear like a bugle in the sky, that's like my biggest fear. I cannot with the end of the world.
Well, that reminds me when we did the Book of Miracles episode, when we did the 3 with Benjamin, how it was like about the end of the world and all the crazy stuff that's supposed to happen.
Yeah,
like
that's my nightmare.
Beasts are coming from the sea.
That's like something that makes me like sick to think about. Yeah. Like I love like horror and creepy stuff, but like that's like too real for me because I'm gonna see something like that ever so slightly in real life and be like, well, it's end of times, here I go.
Yeah. Are you on that side of TikTok?
No, and I better not get there because my anxiety be through the roof.
Is your phone near you so I can like...
No, it's recording us.
I'm gonna... Oh! It is. Oh, so it can hear me. Yeah, those TikToks where like giant monsters are in the sky and they're like taking over the world and it's end of the world monsters. Okay, I think I got it. You're
telling my phone to give me stuff. Yeah. Also, my laptop's here, too, so it's going to pop up on everything now. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'll send you one, too, so the algorithm just like...
Logan LaMaster. You keep tagging me in them. I just start crying. I hate this. So, as of 1911, a scholar named W.Y. Evans Wentz traveled through Ireland, Scotland, and England from 1908 to 1910, collecting local first-hand descriptions of experiences with the Fae, publishing them in the book called The Fairy Faith in Celtic Countries. Including among the stories was an account from Barra in Scotland. A child was taken by the Sluagh, and only after the soul of the child had been extracted, the lifeless body was dropped from a great height and found outside of the back of the house the next morning. Wentz also gathered many reports of Sluagh sightings, and eerily similar, a vast swarming churning cloud of large black birds.
Oh my god.
So, there's like a story of like this child like being taken, and it's just lifeless body dropped from the sky.
Yeah, wait, so you said the Sluagh, right? Am I right?
Sluagh? Yeah.
Sluagh?
Like imagine it like Slooah. Sluagh.
Hoo-ha.
Sluagh. Hoo-ha. Sluagh.
Hi-ya.
Yeah. Hi-ya, the Sluagh.
They're like, they have like bird-like qualities to them,
like
right?
imagine like a bird-like mouth.
Yeah.
But not a beak.
They don't have like feathers though or anything?
Like a leathery wing and then like claw hands.
Ooh,
like creepy hands.
Oh, I'm getting the visual. Like very like, almost like a harpy.
I don't know what a harpy is. Harpy?
Look it up. It might be only a Yu-Gi-Oh thing, but I'm pretty sure they're in Greek. No, they're in Greek mythology. It's not a Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
Harpy.
A harpy.
How do you spell that?
I-E.
I-E. That's my issue.
Yeah. A harpy.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
That
so this thing is very bird-like looking. Also, this reminds me of, have you ever watched Jeepers Creepers?
No.
Stop it. You need to. This movie gave my sister Stephanie nightmares when we were little, but he's like, honestly, he might even be this thing. He's like very creepy.
Oh, he
has like bird-like vibes.
And I see the bird mouth idea.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
He's surrounded by all these black birds. He has like this weird cave that he like traps people in. Not traps, but like has all their bodies inside. It's so creepy.
Why does he look kind of like if they decided to make a dark and edgy version of Jim Carrey's The Mask?
Stop it. I can see it. Honestly, yeah. I think the first one came out around the same time. 2001 is when the first one came out. So
they might have had inspiration.
Inspo. I didn't know what year The Mask came out, but yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, that makes sense then. Like with the baby, then like the idea, because it's like if it's a bird like thing and it's grabbing onto the child and it's going out, like I can see that, like almost like again kind of vulture like. Yeah, too.
Very
like,
vulture like.
When it takes like a little rodent or something, but instead it's babies.
Absolutely not. That's so stinking creepy. I just don't like any of the visuals of this. Like it's swarming in the sky, it taking people and just dropping their lifeless bodies. So apparently in towns that the birds flew over, there was a spike in the incidence of death among the populations. Coincidence? Maybe.
I think not.
So good. Maybe, but the Sluagh was every bit as real as the townsfolk as the bread on their tables or the sheep in their fields. Superstition and belief was, and is, a potent mixture. A mixture that is still very much in play today in parts of the Celtic and British Isles. So there's still people alive in these places that believe the Sluagh is definitely real. Oh. Which is, like, really cool because I feel like a lot of this folklore from, like, different places was mostly, like, relevant, like, back in olden times. Yeah. But the fact that, like, it is still, like, very much real to people in other parts of the world still is, like, kind of nice because... I don't know. It makes me think of, like, stuff like Mothman to us that, like, we think is, like, silly. Like, it could be real, but, like, we kind of joke about it. But, like,
wild, though.
Yeah, but, like, this is real to some people.
Yeah.
Like, the way a chupacabra is real or ghost.
Right, or the yokai, too. Like, again, let's bring that up. Like, a lot of Japanese people also think the yokai are, like, real still to this day. And they might be. I don't know.
Yeah.
We've talked about this on past episodes where we covered international creature, but America really got gypped in the evil monster department. I'm kind of sad. I'm like, damn, we have no, like...
And I've said it before, we just have to make our own at this point. Yeah. I think we should create one and then just start...
Our own cryptid.
Yeah, and then send it out to the newspapers, make our own picture of it, and then everyone has to act like it already existed before this, so just act like it did.
Mystery File special.
It should. Yeah. The making of a monster. That's a good documentary. Don't take that. Copywritten.
The Mystery Files 2023.
Yeah.
If you're listening, we know who you are.
The Mystery Files.
We know who you are.
We know who you are, and you know who you are too. You should be ashamed. So the next time you see a flock of birds traveling the skies at night, even if you think this is just the fluff of fairy tales and nonsense of nightmares, look more closely at the winged creatures. Which direction are they flying? Are they abnormally large? Can you make out any details at all? As you stand there, futilely straining your eyes in the pitch black. How have you been feeling lately? Are you feeling ill? You haven't been brooding over a lost love, have you? Oh, but I forgot, you're a grown-up. Never mind, there are probably just regular old birds. Probably. Are they real birds? We'll never know. So
we'll never know.
We'll never know. What are your thoughts on this case? How do you feel? Do you believe this is real? Do you think, like, they're going to be attracted to people who are, like, depressed and sad? Or what do you think overall?
What do I think? No,
what
just kidding.
What do I think?
I think it's real. I mean, like, I don't live in Ireland, so, like, I don't know. I haven't seen it firsthand, but I think it's, like, cool because it still goes back to... Because you talked a little bit about how, like, sometimes they only prey when it becomes, like, nighttime or only on, like, empty streets or in, like, the woods. And it's, like, yeah, they're not going to make themselves appear in front of, like, a bunch of different people.
Yeah.
But that's kind of come up with other monsters and other cases we've covered, especially folklore ones where, like, even, like, evil yokai don't make themselves known to everyone at once because, like, in theory, these demons, monsters, and things have to manipulate a person one-on-one.
Yeah.
They can't take a crowd of friends.
They got to keep it secret so then they can keep on living. Because I feel like if they were to, like, show themselves too much, they definitely get revealed to other people. But.
Yeah, exactly. And then also just, like, going back, I feel like we say this every time we do an international case, but, like, you said it yourself, this is in a bunch of other different, like, countries and folklore as well.
Yeah.
And then, I talked about, like, harpies for a second. And, like, that is, like, a Greek thing. So it's just, like, with all these different tales, there has to be some type of truth to it in some regard, even if it is like the biggest bird I've ever seen.
Yeah, well,
you know,
if I saw a bird that big, I would not want to go near it.
Yeah, no, exactly. My final statement I will make is that the Sluagh.
Sluagh, you nailed it.
Nice. If they ever make a Sluagh movie, I want Catherine O'Hara to play the lead role because of her role in the
bird movie.
The birds movies. A Birdnado or something like that. It was like a Sharknado parody, but with birds. Catherine O'Hara, if you are listening right now, please play the Sluagh.
Play the Sluagh. Be a feminist.
In the movie. Yeah. Yes. Do a service to the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, come on.
Please play the bird in the Sluagh movie. Yeah. That's my final statement.
If she can be in Beetlejuice, she's in Beetlejuice, right?
Yeah.
If she can be in Beetlejuice, then she can be in a Sluagh movie.
Also loved you in Home Alone.
Yes, 10 out of 10.
Love you, Queen.
And I didn't realize that was you for the longest time. I'm sorry. That's my bad. But you know, you rocked it, bestie. You rocked it. And I want to see you in Sluagh. And Sluagh 2, because there's going to be a second one.
And the third one.
And the third.
And then the reboot.
And then the reboot, yes.
How do you feel about the case?
I feel like it's definitely real. I do not want to see it in real life.
Yeah.
I'm definitely freaked out that, like, it was basically, like, you could be feeling any certain way and it's still going to target you. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it was explaining all the different ways, but it came down to, you can just do whatever to whoever.
It can just, if you're happy, they're like, oh, what if we ruin this person's day?
If you're sad, let's ruin it even more.
Yeah.
It just freaks me out really bad. This definitely scared me a lot. And I feel like some cases like this, when it's something so creepy and dark, I'm like, oh, now I'm going to think about it at night and it's going to scare the heck out of me.
We're going to have a bunch of ravens hit our window after we're done here.
Don't say that. Don't say that. And then, like, if there's, like, a dark corner in my apartment, I'm going to think it's standing there. Like, just girly things. But...
And it's hard for you, too, because you're about the size of a baby. So they might be like, oh, perfect.
Let's just take her. Let's scoop her up. I just start crying. No, but it also scares me that they don't have an afterlife. Like, I didn't realize that at first, and that's definitely something crazy. So scary. Like, it's just nothingness. Yeah. And I know some people, like, in general, believe there's not an afterlife, but I like to think there is a heaven and there's a hecky-wecky, and, like, there's an in-between place. But, like, if there was just nothing after I'm dead, like, that's horrifying to me. Yeah. So, I don't want to believe that there is nothing after the Sluagh take you. But the Sluagh just don't take me, and then we're fine. But I definitely believe it. It definitely freaks me out, and it is interesting that people around the world have seen it. So I think more than just one place.
Yeah, I think like you said, that's the scariest part is that it kind of like can make you disappear like completely. Like it's like this like middle place kind of vibe, which it seems a lot of our cases kind of talk about there being like a overall middle place.
Yeah,
wherever that is.
I don't know if it's like saying it's like a purgatory, because it definitely made it seem like it was just like no afterlife whatsoever, and like even
you're just done existing.
Yeah, and like even like a purgatory, I feel like is a form of afterlife, like because it's an in between. That's like true. You're definitely still experiencing something when you're in purgatory, in my opinion. But like it made it seem like it was just nothingness. You cease to exist. It was just dark, and like I know that like you wouldn't know if he didn't exist. But, like, that's a bummer. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I was also going to mention, you said, like, I hope it's not real, but I hope it is, too. I think you're right. I hope there is not, like, an actual demon that snatches babies.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to snatch babies or nothing.
No, that's what I thought you were saying. I was like, I was going to say that when I was talking to you. I was like, I hope there's not a demon taking babies.
And it's not just babies.
It's a cool concept.
They take everyone. Sure. But it's just the main story that people have told is it, like, snatching up babies. And then,
maybe they just hang out since it's, like, evil babies or something like that.
Maybe they're like, this baby was going to be, like, evil.
Maybe they hang out. They like hang out.
The babies hang out?
Yeah, the babies hang out with
the unbaptized children?
Yeah, they just hang out and have a fun little time.
Were you baptized?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like,
not as a baby, though.
I wasn't as a baby either, so Sluagh could have snatched me at any time. I didn't get baptized till I was like maybe 16.
Oh, great, yeah.
They could have stacked me that whole time, and I lived.
Baptized is so funny, in theory. Like, if you think about it, it's like...
I was baptized in a pool.
3 times, right? Dip 3 times in?
I think so, yeah.
So funny.
I'm surprised it didn't drown me.
I thought I was going to get whiplash.
Yeah, they're like jerking my head back. I'm like, why are you doing this to me? But yeah, so I'm glad I didn't get taken when I was unbaptized. But yeah, I thought it was a great case.
Never too late.
It's different, but yeah. And happy, what's it called? St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. But now let's get to misconclusion. So what the Sluagh are up to is up for debate. Some believe that they are unrestful souls of the dead, specifically people who were exceptionally evil and cruel during their lives. Others believe the Sluagh are actually a form of fae gone horribly wrong. So some people think it's like a bad fairy. So whether they were human at one point or not, all we really know is that they are true evil. But I guess the truths of what the Sluagh are will forever remain a mystery. Yeah. So yeah, that was the case. I know she was a little bit shorter this week.
No, I loved her.
But I wanted to keep it short and sweet so people can have a great St. Patrick's Day and get creeped out in the process, because how fun is that?
Yeah, when everyone's going out drinking to the bars, I hope you think of the Sluagh and keep your eyes peeled in the sky.
I hope that when you're drunk and literally struggling, you look in that dark corner of the bar and you see...
You see a bird-like creature.
You see the Sluagh waiting.
You see Catherine O'Hara.
I hope when you're drunk on St. Patrick's Day, you see Catherine O'Hara.
That would be amazing.
That'd
be my dream come true.
Some people see God when they're like about to die, but we see Catherine O'Hara, but only in the bird costume, covered with black feathers. But yeah.
Oh my gosh! Alrighty. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah.
As you know, this is the Mystery Files. Please check us out. Instagram at the Mystery Files _ and on TikTok at
the Mystery Files Podcast.
Yep, you're correct.
Yeah, good. I was guessing.
Listen to our YouTube channel as well. Yeah. We've been posting shorts on there. We've been posting full videos of our podcast now. If you want a visual, usually the link's in the episode if you're listening to us on streaming. And check us out on Twitter too at the Mystery Files with a Z. We post some stuff on there, and if you have any opinions or want to talk, hit us up. We're on there.
And also for you people who want to watch the video but don't want to click on YouTube, you can also find our videos on Spotify. Spotify has videos now, so if you want to watch our videos there, you can do that. So check us out in all those places. Check out our link tree. We got a fun merch as well if you want to buy our merch.
We do.
So
it's cute.
Yeah, we love you guys the most, and thank you for listening and watching.
Thank you for listening.
And we will see you next time.
Goodbye. Bye.